Okay, so we're gonna break down mountain pose, aka Tadasana. This pose is all about finding stability. While it may look like we're just standing there, it actually has a lot more going on. More so, maybe than any other pose. Every single muscle is active, and just as it's about gaining stability, it's about finding that foundation for all future poses. Starting from the feet and working our way up, you want to make sure the outsides and the insides, as well as the heels, are all grounding while that arch is starting to reach up. You want to make sure it's even between both feet. It's not just in one leg more than the other. From there, the shins and the calves start to activate, drawing the body upward. The kneecaps lift as our thighs squeeze. Our butt starts to squeeze to tuck our hips in, drawing space in the hip bones so they're not hinging forward, making this angle here. They're straightening out with the thighs. Next, the belly squeezes so our ribs come in. They're not sticking out, putting a lot of pressure on the low back. As we move further, you want to make sure the shoulders are rolling back, shoulder blades squeezing together with the hands out to the side, palms facing forward to assist with that external rotation even more. The head reaches straight out of the shoulders, top of the head elevating to the sky. Everything here is squeezing its way up. No missing link. If you have students that are struggling with this pose or you want to reinforce certain activation, you can get some props. The first really good one is to get a strap and form it into a little loop. You'll have a student step inside it, make sure it's about the width of their thighs. So when they find their Tadasana now, they're going to reach their legs apart, pressing into the strap. Reach the legs apart, pressing into the strap. What that's going to do is start to activate the outer thighs and glutes to kick in. A lot of times what may happen is they only know how to activate their thighs or their inner thighs, or maybe they don't know how to isolate outside, inside. So this gives them a good indicator of, oh, that's the muscle you're talking about, right? So we're pressing our thighs into the strap. To find the opposing activation, you can get yourself a block. Here you'll put the block in between the knees, and you'll squeeze the block together. That's going to force the inner thighs now to establish and the outer thighs to find the stability. You're getting the opposing activation of the thighs with a different prop, a different motion, a different activation. Okay? So, a really good one for the legs, using your strap or using your blocks. For the core, you really want to make sure that they're not pulling those ribs and letting them droop out. So you're having them suck it in. Practicing cat-cow, right? Moving it in would be really good at establishing that movement. On top of that, our shoulders are rolling backward. So we have kind of a yoga posture adjustment that we can do. You're going to make your loop just a little bit bigger and turn it into an infinity sign. From there, you'll have your student reach one arm into one loop of the infinity, the other arm into the other loop of the infinity. From here, as you start to tighten the strap, you'll notice it's pulling my shoulders back. Okay, so this can help people open. Even if I try to hinge forward, this is the best that's going to happen. They're not going to go forward as much as they can. The strap is pulling me back. Again, we have that infinity sign. The more I tighten it, if you're adjusting your students, you'll get them even tighter, the further back it goes. Okay, so we can do this. We have a strap around the thigh and a block in the middle. Go crazy with the props and have them do all of them at the same time. Squeeze the block, reach the thighs apart, have your shoulders come back, and fight your ribs from sticking out. This is how you find Tadasana, mountain pose. Namaste.